Mr. Allen, by talking about this issue of gentrification and the impact that it has on Nashville itself, and then you'll have 3 minutes and you'll have 3 minutes.
Well, being a Nashvilleian, I've watched Nashville change. All this land has been entrusted, so they have no place to go now but to the areas of poverty. And that's through North Nashville and into East Nashville. And about 4 weeks ago on NPR, they said that they're doing gentrification in North Nashville, East Nashville, West Nashville, and South Nashville all at the same time. No other city is doing that, even though there's gentrification going on in other cities. If you go into Salem Town, which is connected to Germantown, it looks the same now. And these people, if they didn't want to sell, they have a law called eminent domain, so they will take it. North Nashville, they are building all kind of condominiums up and down Jefferson Street. They were getting ready to try to put a police station there, and they're taking it one step at a time. When the Sufferdale new baseball stadium, that kicked off the whole ball game right there, because all you have to do is cross over Jefferson and you go into Germantown. And we see it, and it's like the preachers aren't preaching about it or talking about it, and the people act like they don't understand what's going on. And it's just really not a proper way of really calling this a it city, because it's not an it city. Because everybody does not have a place to live, to call sanctuary, call a home.
And so what we're saying, Mr. Rodriguez, in a real sense, that while we might talk about gentrification, this really has an impact upon the lives of folks who are in those areas. And I would imagine one of the solutions might be is to provide some kind of housing for the folks who are displaced. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah, well, we need to find some way to prevent the destruction of affordable housing. And one reason is because it affects African American communities in particular very hard, and that's one reason why after 1980, African Americans have been disproportionately homeless. Before 1980, that wasn't really the case. So I think gentrification has something to do with that.
So that no matter how old the structure might be, when you remove the structure, the house itself, no matter what the conditions might have been in that house, the people still had a place to go. And when you remove the house, the people no longer have a place to go, and they are literally homeless. I guess this is what we talk about, the destruction of the homeless population. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it used to be a lot more common to have single room occupancy homes, different, like really lower quality homes. While not ideal, they were still something. But as urban renewal has really taken flight, that kind of housing has been destroyed in a lot of cities.
Well, Mr. Lester, in view of the fact that everywhere you look, you see some kind of skyscraper going up in Nashville, which is to say that we have the ingenuity to build as many of these things as we possibly can and as fast as we possibly can. Cannot there be some kind of agreement that we can develop at least 1 or 2 of these large structures, homeless kind of structures that will allow for some of the individuals who are made absolutely homeless to have a place to lay their heads at night?
Well, you point to the building of these buildings. A large part of this is tax finance. They give tax breaks to large developers, over $300 million during the period of Carl Dean, to build these places that, the theory, I suppose, is that the prosperity will trickle down. Unfortunately, it really has not trickled down. Poverty has increased dramatically in Nashville. It's, as I said, 1 in 5 now, including 35,000 children. And yes, there should